hit the subscribe button. Or don't. I really don't care one way or the other. Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, well, I was going to try Super Mario World, but now that I'm looking at it, let's try the Super Scope 6 and see how this works. I remember I had bought the Super Scope 6. I thought at the time it was going to be some phenomenal device. Truth of the matter is, I think there was only like 3 or 4 games that were released for it. I'm not doing any of this. Well, there you go. You cannot play Super Scope 6, any of the games, because you can't even get to start. Now, I do only have a 6-button stick, so it is possible that other buttons may get the game started. Oh yeah, shoot screen. How are you supposed to shoot the screen? Interesting. Well, maybe it'll show some of the other games. I actually enjoyed the Super Scope 6. I played it a lot. I thought some of the games were pretty fun. My mom, she enjoyed the Super Scope 6. It was one of the few games that she could play. Just, she wasn't a gamer by any means, but she enjoyed this. So since we can't play anything, you just look at the footage here. Maybe I'll, what can I tell you about the Super Scope 6? Yeah, only a few games came out for it. I remember I had sold it to my next door neighbor. Next door neighbor, I wouldn't say we were friends with. We were good neighbors to each other, but they had a son who I believe was, I'd say maybe 8 or 9. And I'm not sure how it came about that he purchased my Super Scope 6. I really don't know. I think, if I remember correctly, maybe he had a birthday and he had just got a Super Nintendo. Now, his mom didn't work. The dad was a truck driver, drove a big rig. I believe for construction. But anyways, yeah, I think he was looking to buy some games and he couldn't afford any because he only had $40 left over or something, and I think I offered to sell him this and he bought it. But yeah, I mean, it comes with 6 games, 3 or more action, 3 or more kind of puzzles. We'll just sit here and see if it shows the other games. Now, speaking of the same neighbor, I remember I gotten a Nintendo 64, and my mom, I must have been at work or maybe at school, and in school I mean college. this game I really enjoyed. But yeah, my mom invited the kid over so we could play my Nintendo 64. She's like, I hope you don't mind. And I was like, oh, no. On the inside, I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? Now, here's something else that you guys might find amusing. Again, we're just going to take up time by me telling some boring stories while you watch a little bit of gameplay of the Super Scope 6, since we can't... Okay, and it just reset. Well, let's try it again. Anyways, oh yeah, when the Nintendo 64 came out, I, much like many people, put a reserve and paid a reserve price, I think it was like $50 at Electronics Boutique. I think that was the name of the store. And, you know, you were guaranteed a unit when it was released, because you already put your deposit. Now this was, I put my deposit, I don't know, probably like 8 months in advance, whatever it was. And at the time, as time went on, I remember I was like, yeah, I don't want the Nintendo 64 anymore. And yeah, I relinquished my deposit. And then months went by, and I decided, yes, I want a Nintendo 64, so I went back and put another deposit down. Kind of surprised I was able to do that. And here's the real kicker. After I got the Nintendo 64, for a while, there was just no other games coming out that I liked for it. So I traded it in the newspaper for a Sega Saturn and like 20 games. For my Nintendo 64 and, you know, my 3 or 4 games. Memories. So that's going to do it here. Not going to take up much more time. We can't play this game. Could be because the game is unplayable, or I just don't have the buttons to enable the game to get played. So there you are. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.